I'm Eric with CryptoCurrently, and today we're here to talk about EasyMINEio. EasyMINEio is a self-contained software platform for cryptocurrency mining. It is a plug-and-play unit designed to make the complicated world of crypto mining a simple process for an interested party who may or may not be tech-savvy. If you're interested in mining cryptocurrency but aren't sure where to start, we talked to EasyMINEio and got some great information about their company, product, and the story behind it. First, I want to welcome EasyMINEio, and we can't thank you enough here for sitting down to talk with us. We want to get into the very basic concept of EasyMINEio, a self-contained mining rig. We know that mining cryptocurrency is a huge undertaking, from building the rig to setting up your digital parameters, coding, construction, and maintenance of the hardware and software. So can you tell us a little bit about why EasyMINEio started its self-contained system?
Having to go through all those steps with every single rig, right? You have to choose the cards, you have to configure them, you have to flash them, you have to set up every single parameter. It just takes an inordinate amount of time, and we're actually so surprised to find out how time consuming and work intensive this is. So, naturally, this being an IT company, we're kind of in the mindset of how can we automate this? How can we make this easier? How can we make stuff do things for us instead of us having to do things for the stuff, which is what it ended up being. The first step is you go to the internet, you look on the internet, what's out there, what can we use to help us, what can we use to make this easier. And it turned out very, very quickly that there actually isn't a whole lot, that we are just not seeing those kinds of systems that we were expecting, the kind of systems that would help a beginner, or let's say moderately advanced miner to proceed with all those necessary but really frustrating and tiring steps.
Cryptocurrency mining has a bit of a magical allure to it. You build your mining rig, you monitor your production, and in a dream situation, you come out on top with large payouts. What drew you to create your specific mining rig?
The whole idea of mining cryptocurrencies right now is popular enough that the systems are just being made. It's sort of natural, it's inevitable, but nothing that would actually match our list of requirements. So the only way in which we could imagine moving on was to actually, so to speak, roll our own.
On that point, with all the self-contained and self-made mining rigs, what is EasyMINEio doing differently from anyone else?
To build on this, what sets us apart, we are trying to move, I think, further than anybody else. There are some very interesting, some very good systems out there, like simple mining like Ethos, but in our mind, none of those systems actually pushes the envelope far enough. And we wanted the kind of package that will literally do everything for you. Anything that could be done should be done.
EasyMINEio bills itself as a self-contained mining rig. Can you give us a little bit of an idea of exactly what that entails and what the benefit is?
Now, of course, there are some things that you basically cannot avoid, right? If your rig freezes to the point where you actually have to go out there and manually restart it, then you have to go and manually restart it. If your GPU gets fried, then you have to replace it. It's not going to replace itself. But barring any kind of those extreme scenarios, we would actually want this system to do everything that's possible for you. So this kind of dream situation, this dream scenario that we came up with was, you just put it on the flash drive, you put this flash drive in the rig, you start it up, and this is basically it. From that point on, it's completely hands-off.
So give us an idea of the genesis of EasyMINEio. With the burgeoning cryptocurrency industry, there's so much contact and so much interest in it right now. What was it that drew you guys specifically to this concept over any other concept?
Well, we have this very strong suspicion that there are a lot of people out there like us, people who are interested in cryptocurrency mining, people who would want to get into cryptocurrency mining, but are basically prevented from doing this by all those problems, all those complications. I remember a time back in the day when, being a PC gamer meant that you had to build your own gaming machine, right? You had to select your own components, you had to set them up. Like back in the DOS days, Just getting the drivers right was a challenge in itself. And in a way, in those early days, it made gaming this very exclusive, very niche hobby. Look at it now, right? Right now, you can basically be a gamer with no technical expertise whatsoever. You're an expert at gaming. You don't have to be a hardware expert. And we kind of assume that probably. I mean, we are kind of guessing. We're hoping. But we're assuming that this is where cryptocurrency mining is going to be headed as well. That in a couple of years, this is no longer going to be this kind of arcane, complicated, obscure thing that's somewhere on the far reaches of technoculture. But when you just approach somebody, the average Joe in the street, right, and tell them something about Bitcoins or Ethereum, you just get a blank stare. I think this is actually changing as we speak. And more people will be willing to get in on this.
I want to thank EasyMINEio for taking time out of their day to talk to us. This has been part 1 of our interview series. There are going to be more forthcoming, detailing the Ethereum Classic to Ethereum switch, their ICO, and some more good conversation about their concept, devices, mining rigs, and company. I'm Eric with CryptoCurrently. Check out EasyMINEio and check us out on the web, our social media, and all of our other interviews and newscasts. See you on the blockchain.